Hello, my fellow Naxters. This is Guy with Fine Mountain Consulting. Hey, I just wanted to show we got some really cool stuff here with tool tips. We had a bunch of customers that came to us asking for tools, tips in a traditional manner. Instead of it just the text that shows up that you guys have all seen, um, dropping the text that goes below here. We wanted more of a traditional tooltip. And sure, we've provided that for our clients, but in the past, just using JavaScript or whatever, for whatever was necessary for that instance. But what we wanted to do was actually take a step back and see how can we make this dynamic? How can we make this easy to manage as well? So you'll notice here we've got a traditional little I upside down an I here, or an upside down exclamation point, whatever you want to call it. But you'll see the text renders to the right. It's orange and blue. Here you'll notice that it renders above and is a different color, as well as here it renders above and is a different color as well. So the way that we're doing this is actually through an object called tooltips inside of Knack, inside of the application itself. Obviously the name, we've got the tooltip text, so that's the actual text that shows up. We apply it to a certain field, and then on top of that, we actually let it be limited to views or scenes. So for example, field 51 here is the year tooltip, which is this one correct right here currently. But what I can do is actually, if I wanted to, if I left it just like this, it would show up where on every form that I put that field 51 on. Now, if I don't want that, I can limit it to a view, or I can even limit it to a scene as well. So we can make it very dynamic to only show up where you want it, or you can show it across the app itself. You can see here with a tooltip text color, the background color, and the render position. For example, if I change this to bottom here, and then I go back to the app and go to that form, you'll notice now when I roll over it with a refresh, and you'll notice now that it's underneath, right? So very dynamic. You guys have control over everything you want. We set this up. It's fairly straightforward how we set this up. So if you're interested, please reach out to us. Go to finemountainconsulting.com and click on Contact Us and just give us a request. We'll reach back out. It's usually about $500 to set this up. It's very simple to set up. And then beyond that, you guys can add as many tooltips as you want throughout your app. And yeah, it's 100% JavaScript, so there is no hosting fee either. So it's a pretty good value. So let us know if you're interested, and we would love to hear from you. Thanks.